welcome to this week's vlog. I was determined not to start it in the car, and it's the start of Vlogmas. It's not just any old vlog, it is Vlogmas, and how exciting. I had a really busy day yesterday with my lovely friend Charlie, who I adore. He's part of my Christmas course, and I might see if he might make an appearance. We'll see. I'll twist his arm. I think he's coming on Thursday. But we did some decorating, which when you're watching this, it will be December, but it's not quite when I'm filming this. And actually, Si was really cool about it. He's not normally cool about it, but he's been really cool about Christmas coming a little bit earlier than he would have liked. And my friend is about to arrive soon, probably in about 5 minutes or so, but I wanted to chat to you quickly before she came, because we are taking Santana for a little drive. And I'm going to share, I'll share like bits, because it's been a little bit of a process. Santana didn't want to travel, and so over the last 4 days we've been doing a lot of practice, and my lovely friend is coming. She's actually got a horse transport business, so we're going to do some loading practice and take her out for a drive. I took her for a drive yesterday, which was the first time, which was really exciting, and I vlogged it. So I'm going to pop that in like here, well, in a bit when I finish this bit, so you can see that little process. But I have got something that I want to share with you before I put it away, because it is very, very exciting. So this is part of it, but this is the big part of it. Here. It is from Daylesford, and it is one of their incredible hampers. And actually, they have given me a code of ASKCHARLIEHOW. If you spend over £100 on a Daylesford hamper, they will give you a bottle of organic prosecco if you use the code ASKCHARLIEHOW. So it's a little bit of an incentive. I'm not doing my Christmas hampers like I've done in previous years this year, because I just haven't had time. I'm doing a few hampers for a few very special people, but that is it. And so it is lovely to have teamed up with Daylesford for this, to share it with you. I mean, look how beautiful this is. I'm going to give you a proper look. Look at that. And it arrived in time for Vlogmas, the start of Vlogmas. So they lovely, lovely card. And I'm a huge fan of Daylesford, and I have been for many, many years. So yes, a beautiful card. And I'm just going to talk you through what they've put in here. So some organic piccalilli, always delicious. Some organic fig and balsamic chutney. This makes me really excited. Delicious with strong cheeses, so good. And then some dill and mustard sauce. That just sounds incredible. These are for the dogs. Some beautiful iced biscuits, doggy biscuits. They're not for the dogs, but you know what I mean. Just gorgeous. Some organic rye, spelt and raisin crisp bread. Those I know are delicious because I have sampled them myself. And then some Manuka honey oat cakes. You guys know I'm a massive fan of Manuka honey, so those are really exciting. Some of their mince pies, which will be really interesting to taste those and see what they're like. And then Daylesford do their own wines, and this is their organic rosé frisanti. And I'm going to try all of this and see how we get on, because this is all organic, and I think I'm okay with organic. I think I'm not okay with the other stuff. And then this is red wine, and then organic prosecco as well. So I am really looking forward to trying those. And then in here, I mean, look at this. So I was actually really excited about this, because I bought him a few Christmases ago a Fortnum's cool bag, not dissimilar to this, and it got pinched from the beach. It's just awful. I mean, who would pinch a cool bag? I mean, it was a very smart one, but somebody literally just took it and off they went. In here are some bellinis, some smoked salmon, and this has all arrived on these very clever, and this is why I wanted to show you now while it's all still chilled and ready to go. It's not Debbie arriving. Smoked salmon, bellinis, a ham. Look at that. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. And then some double Gloucester. I adore cheese. I'm a cheese, I'm a chocolate. In fact, I just love food, to be perfectly honest. And then this is their organic Bedlington Blue, which I'm really excited to try all of these things. So a big thank you to Daylesford for sending this to me, and a big thank you for them for giving us a discount code AskCharlieHow. I will make sure that it is linked down below for you if you want to spoil somebody or even just spoil yourself with some goodies for Christmas. But this is such a lovely present for somebody that you don't know what to buy for. You might be going to stay with them for Christmas. It is that Daylesford they do hampers. They just know how to do hampers. In fact, they just know how to do everything, quite frankly. But this is packed full of goodies. So that is exciting. I am also going to chat to you about my boob. I'm trying to ignore it. But I've got a problem, guys. I don't know what it is. And hopefully I'm waiting for the consultant secretary to call me back. I spoke to my gynecologist at the end of last week, and actually I think it was last Thursday. I don't know what's happened, but I'm in quite a lot of discomfort in the boob that I had my biopsy in, and they put in a metal tag, and I don't know whether that has been displaced. I don't know. I don't know what has happened. I did have a massage because my back, particularly this right shoulder, is a bit sore from mucking out, you know, that constant, yeah, I was going to say shuffling, but you can insert that word in, just has got my back a bit. So I had a massage, and it didn't happen immediately after. It was a few days after the massage. I woke up just feeling really, really uncomfortable, and it's down the side here, and that was over a week ago, and I was hoping it was going to settle down. I didn't talk to you about it last week because I just put my best foot forward and tried to ignore it, but it is really, really, really uncomfortable. And so my gynecologist thinks that possibly I'm rejecting the clip that they put in. So when they did the biopsy, they put a clip, like a tiny clip, and when I had my follow-up appointment, we talked about it, and we talked about the size of it, and he was like, it's really, really small. Anyway, my gynecologist said, I've seen pictures of those clips, and they're not as small as you would think. And maybe that has been dislodged. It basically feels that I've got something tweaking in there. I won't go into too much detail, but it's blooming uncomfortable. That is all I can tell you. And it has kept me awake at night. So I'm hoping that I can have an appointment quite soon. Si and I are actually going to London tomorrow, and I'm taking you with us. And I know there's a couple of people that don't like it when I take you to London, and I'm sorry for those that don't and just want the country content. But this mama has to get out of the country sometimes and go and have some fun. And I'm putting on a special dress tomorrow night, and we are going for a wonderful evening, and I will take you, we'll definitely get ready with me, and we'll do bits and pieces, and we'll do all sorts. I'm also getting my rings back either tomorrow or Wednesday, which I cannot wait, because I'm currently wearing mum's ring. Oh, hang on, I think they're calling now. Back in a sec. So I've got an appointment tomorrow afternoon, and hopefully then that's enough time to get ready before the dinner. But anyway, it was either 8 o'clock tomorrow morning or 3:30. So anyway, hopefully it's fine, and hopefully I can get my rings as well, because I'm currently wearing a ring that my father gave my mother when I was born, which is really lovely, but actually it's a little bit big and it's sort of spinning all over the place. But I am going to put my wellies on, take my apron off, and go and see Debbie, because she's going to be here any minute, and I will chat to you a little bit later. Huge progress. We're in the trailer. We're having breakfast in the trailer this morning, which is very, very exciting. So this is a very, very exciting moment, and I know I shouldn't vlog and drive, but I'm going like 10 miles an hour along a dead-end track. But I've got Santana on the back. We've loaded her. We've done loads of loading practice since, well, for the last few days. And thought we'd actually hitch up and take her for a little drive today, and then I'm going to do the same thing tomorrow, and I'm just going to kind of build it up gently, because hopefully on Thursday I'm going to take her for Coco's lesson at school. That is the plan. So this is a very, very exciting moment, because she was not overly keen on getting in the trailer, and we've now got her in the trailer with the partition in the middle. So I've got the breech bars front and back, and it's all kind of safe and stuff. I didn't want to travel her without the partition, without the breech bars. So we were going to buy full size ones, and I was like, do you know what? Let's just try this out. Let's just see how she is. And so we're just going for a little drive, but I wanted to keep you posted because this is a big moment. This is a really big moment. So, yeah. Basically, she arrived in the UK at the beginning of the year and didn't go anywhere until she came to our house, and then we haven't been able to load her since. So I just wanted to do it really gently, with no kind of, nobody getting stressed, nobody getting wound up, and we've just literally got there slowly. I mean, on Friday we had to lift her feet up and put them on the ramp, because she just stood at the bottom of the ramp and froze and refused to move. And I didn't want to pull her, I didn't want to use lunge lines, I didn't want to get whips involved, I just wanted gradually, slowly. And we've done it, which is super exciting. So I'm feeling very pleased about that. I'm up in London, and I didn't chat to you yesterday after taking Santana out for a drive, because it didn't go completely to plan. She wasn't overly keen on going back in. We got her in, and I'm really pleased I did it with Debbie, and I wasn't trying to do it on my own, but actually because of my boob and my back and all of that, I was just actually quite sore. Then so I came home, just life basically got in the way, and life this morning was a little bit hectic before coming up to London. Various sort of admin things I needed to do, and horses, school run, all of that. I tell you what, I haven't actually talked to you about Hooch leaving. So Hooch left on Friday. He has gone to two little girls who live in Sussex, not far from us, and they are so excited about having him, and it's a really, really lovely home that hopefully he'll be at for quite a long time. And that's the thing with ponies, when children outgrow them, they move on to new homes, and it's lovely that he stayed in Sussex and nearby. But life with just two is much more manageable than with three, to be perfectly honest. But I got up early, I did the horses. In fact, Si sweetly got up with me, and he did all the water buckets, because I am struggling, if I'm honest. I've currently got a deep heat pack on my back, and it's so lovely. It's like having a warm hug. So those are amazing things. Si and I drove up to London. I drove half the way while he worked, and then we swapped over. I worked and he drove, and for the last bit, and then I've just run a few errands, and I've been to Hirsch. They are so lovely there. So Hirsch is the jewellery, the designer that made my engagement ring and my wedding band, and I've got a beautiful bracelet as well from them, and I've just been in to pick up my ring. Look how sparkly it is. Really, really, really sparkly. And actually I just talked to them about cleaning it, so I'm going to bring it up every year to have it properly cleaned and serviced. But in the meantime, a toothbrush and fairy liquid is their advice, and then to dry it with a hairdryer on low setting afterwards. So yeah, and also to avoid hand cream and wear gloves for horses and gardening, which I'm quite good at that. But anyway, so I left me on the King's Road. He was going to go and get his hair cut, and I jumped on the underground and got up to Bond Street, where I was walking to Hirsch, but the time was getting a bit tight. So I've got this lovely taxi driver. I said, I'm just going to be a lunatic and speak to my phone for a bit. And he was like, I'll let you do that, love. I stopped him and I said, are you up for a mission? We've got to go there to the jewellers, and then we've got to go up for my appointment, and can we do it? And he was like, yep, sure. I thought it was going to be more of a mission than that. It's totally doable. So I thought, rather than arriving as a sweaty mess, I would just jump in a taxi and treat myself, because I think when you're not feeling 100% firing on all cylinders, you've got to be kind to yourself, and that's why I haven't been very good at vlogging. I didn't sleep very well last night. In fact, I woke up in so much pain. I think because it's really sore, I'm holding myself in a weird way, and that's kind of thrown my neck and shoulder out, and then the constant mucking out isn't helping. And Gus has had some funny sore throat thing, and I've got that too, so I feel like I've got a razor blade in my throat. It's only that, and that's all he had, but it lasted for about 2 weeks, so I'm hoping that disappears quite soon, because it's really annoying. So I'm dosed up on paracetamol, and I'm not feeling 100%, but I am really looking forward to this evening. Also, I had a stressful scenario, so I ordered a dress which I wanted to wear for this evening, and then I got an email, and I ordered it in plenty of time for it to arrive and try on and check and work out accessories and all of the rest of it. And I got an email last week to say that it was delayed, so I came up with a plan B outfit, which is something I already had, but I didn't feel 100% in it. Like, it was okay, but not 100% comfy, and I know myself, if I don't feel 100% comfy in something, it can make me not have the best evening. Does that make sense? That maybe sounds really shallow, but like, if you don't feel good in what you're wearing, then you're not so confident. But anyway, the dress arrived this morning. In fact, my lovely friend Charlie had to come back to do something, to film something, which you will be seeing in this vlog. And he called last night and he was like, I need to come back, we just need to film one clip. So I also did that this morning as well. And I said, Charlie, can I have your dress advice? So I put the dresses on and gave him a entire fashion show and said, what do you think? So I got my outfit sorted, but that meant that we left slightly later to come up to London than planned, and my car has gone in to have some update done. So it was such a hectic morning that there wasn't time to vlog. But anyway, now I'm in a nice taxi, being driven to my appointment. I can talk, and actually the Christmas lights, I think when I come out of my appointment it's going to be dark, so I can share the Christmas lights with you. I really wanted to book to have a blow dry as well, but I was worried. I don't know how long my appointment's going to be. I think they might want to do a scan. I don't know. So I thought I wouldn't book a blow dry, but my hair's not going to be great for this evening. But anyway, I now am rambling, and I'm going to stop rambling, make polite conversation to the taxi driver, and chat to you all a bit later on. So there hasn't been much time for vlogging because my appointment took a while. I'm not going to talk to you about my appointment now because I called Simon afterwards and said I want to cry. And we're going to focus on the positive right now, and we're going to have a lovely evening. Look, it's not terrible, but it's not exactly what I wanted to hear. Basically, I've got to wait a month, and yeah, it's a little bit frustrating. Removing the metal clip is our last resort, and I'm sorry about the noise, but it's really hot up here, so I've got the window open. Now, Simon gave me these earrings for Christmas a couple of years ago, which actually he bought here. We are staying at the Sloane Club tonight, and I'm sorry, you can see all the things on the bed. And Simon's actually just gone down to get a taxi because we've been told that the traffic is hideous, and neither of us feel like taking the underground dressed in black tie. But my husband looks very handsome This is the new dress, and I'm wearing it with the jewellery. Can't quite get a full length. It is very difficult to vlog in this room. Anyway, I'm going to titivate my hair and we're going to head out, but I will try and chat to you a little bit throughout the evening if I can. So I thought I'd quickly share with you, this lighting is terrible too. No, that's even worse. My perfume is Acqua di Parma Magnolia Nobile, which is my favourite scent. And then I'm using this gorgeous hand cream from Ros White, who is just such a lovely person. I love putting a rich hand cream on. It is so gorgeous. Having my rings back, I feel complete. And I've just got a black wrap, and I saw a chipped nail. Slightly chipped nail. I'm actually going to pop a nail file in my handbag just in case. The children have all rung this evening as well, so had to chat to them while getting ready. So simple black bag and a black wrap, and we are ready to head out for this evening. We're in the back of a taxi on our way to the Cavalry and Cavalry and Guards Club in Mayfair, and it's a charity evening. It's protecting children worldwide, and it is a champagne reception and dinner, which I'm really looking forward to. And it's so lovely actually to put a dress on and to wear these jewels for the first time ever. So Simon bought them. You bought them at the Sloane Club, didn't you? You can't really see them, but I will show you properly. Well, I showed you properly, and then Simon put them on, so you've seen them. But it's really lovely to get dressed up and be whizzing. Oh, we're at Hyde Park Corner already. That was quick. This taxi driver has been taking the back streets. I'm just trying to sit under the light. You can't really see me very well. But anyway, I will share snippets of what I can this evening. But it's so lovely to be in London, and we're staying the night at the Sloane Club as well. Darling, when was the last time we had a night away?
Quite a long time.
It's been quite a long time. I mean, literally years.
Yeah, maybe not years, but...
Well, Barcelona earlier this year, but we haven't had a night in London for years, actually, so it's really fun. Anyway, I'll chat to you later when hopefully you can actually see
Caroline for inviting me along once again. Now, before we do anything, those of you in the room who haven't seen me before, I am known as the military mind reader. The reason for that is because what I try to do is combine some of the very special skills I've been very lucky to have picked up over the last 12 years of my army career, trying to combine those skills with my fascination with the art of magic, suggestion and deception to create something a little bit different. Now, every single one of you in the room is going to be involved in some way. The more up for it you are, the more fun we will have. I'm going to show you, I'm going to do mine in front of the camera and you're going to do yours behind your back. Okay, so put your hands behind your back. Hold on to the cube and don't do anything just yet. I'll tell you when to start. I'm going to show you roughly, first of all, how this will look to the audience. Okay, so I'll go first. Okay, so I'm going to try and do this in my own 10 seconds. So I'm going to go 10, 9.5, 8, I think that should be there, 7, okay, 6, 5, 4, 3, okay, how are we looking? 2, 1, are we close? Yes!
Good morning. I had such a lovely lie-in this morning. I woke up quite early. I'm not sleeping brilliantly at the moment. Actually didn't get out of bed till 9 a.m, which is unbelievable. I've got an appointment to see a doctor this morning, following on from yesterday's appointment, and so we're not in a rush. So I thought, you know what, I'm just going to stay in bed, but I thought I'd chat to you while I get ready. I don't have masses of time because my husband wants me to go and join him for breakfast, but we're going to talk, first of all, we're going to talk about last night, then I'm going to do my makeup and talk to you about my boob. So last night was a charity champagne reception and dinner, which is organised by Caroline Carey, and Caroline organised the early Christmas fair that I went to in September, and she's such a lovely person, and I'm so pleased via social media that I've met her and she is now a friend, and she organised this incredible evening, And it's and I talked a little bit about it last night, protecting children worldwide, and it is in aid of the Maggie Oliver Foundation and Hear Their Cries. And I will link both of those charities down below if you're interested in learning more about them. I didn't chat to his name. He was fascinating. So we had talks about both the charities. Andrew McLeod, he is the CEO and chairman of Hear Their Cries, and he's a lawyer. He is fascinating. The work that he is doing is phenomenal. I would have loved to have chatted to him. I just didn't get the opportunity, but I did chat to Maggie. Wow, she's incredible. She was a policewoman, and she is phenomenal. And I'm hoping that in the new year I might be able to interview her for Busy House, Happy Home, because whilst it's very different, you know, she is helping women that have been, you know, victims of assault and rape and abuse and things like that. But, you know, her message is like, kindness is key. You can heal. Her tagline is transforming pain into power. And I just resonated with her on so many different levels. She is an incredible woman. So it was an amazing evening. Delicious food. So it was at the Cavalry and Guards Club, which I hadn't been to before, in Piccadilly. Such a beautiful club, beautiful paintings, a beautiful painting, and I'll pop it on the screen here if I can do that. A beautiful painting of the Queen riding a side saddle in the entrance. I'm just gonna start doing my makeup. Actually, no, I'm not. I've got an amazing goodie bag and some fun socks. Some gift vouchers. Oh, an amazing artist. Caroline did such a good job organising it. This is skincare. Oh, chocolate. I shall enjoy those later. Oh, I love these. If you don't know about space masks, you need to, because they are unbelievable. And all sorts of things. That is some hand sanitizer and some scents. A vitamin botanical liquid sachet, which is a pre-alcohol thing. I didn't drink very much last night, so I'm feeling okay. I don't know what's in here. Let's have a quick look. Oh wow. Oh wow. This is a gorgeous necklace. Wow, that is stunning. Do you know what? We might just wear that today. That is stunning. So yeah, I'll put that on. Have a bit of a change. Change is good. Yes, so that's lovely. That is from Ashana, London, and a beautiful little card. That is stunning. I will leave that linked down below. Very pretty. Oh, Simon's just sent me a message saying which table he's at for breakfast. Right, I better get my skates on. Let's quickly get ready. So that is really gorgeous gift bag. Loving that. Right, let's see how quickly we can put our makeup on. So actually, when I travel, I always use this makeup bag. It is so clever. Because it opens out flat, so it's by the Flat Lay company, and it opens flat, and then you can just, so you can find everything, and I just find it so easy when you're traveling. You just sort of do it up like that. I'll give you a proper demo. We're actually off on an adventure, Keiko and I. I'll give you a proper demo then when I'm not so rushed. And then I've got my brushes in there, and I love the sage green. So that is my travel makeup bag, and I've got all my, let me show you. Can I show you? Can you see? I've got all my bits in there that we need for the task in hand. Let's start with some Trini London. And so yes, the boob. So basically, if you're new around here, I'll give you the whole backstory. I had a mammogram. Then I had some calcium deposits that they picked up, but they wanted to check them out. And so they did a biopsy. They didn't just do a biopsy though, they actually removed all the calcium deposits. So it was probably like an hour, felt like that, I don't really know, but it was at least an hour with my breast in the mammogram machine, flattened, and they took it out from the side. So it was, you know, quite a procedure, and it took a little while to heal. They then inserted a titanium clip, like X marks the spot, so for future mammograms and stuff, they can pick up on the area and check that there are no irregularities. And because I've got Ehlers-Danlos syndrome, I don't heal particularly well. I bled quite badly, I was really bruised. But anyway, I healed, I recovered, and sort of, you know, put it behind me. Anyway, I got, and I always do every year, a bit of a sore back from mucking out the horses. And hang on, I'm just going to check in the mirror. I think that's okay. It's difficult to see. I always get a bit of a sore back from doing the horses this time of year. So I booked in to have a massage with a lovely, lovely lady who I've been to before. And anyway, it's not her fault at all. It would have happened anyway. But I basically got a hematoma in my breast, and it's jolly painful. This is probably sharing way too much with you guys. But it was so painful last week. I took my bra off and I stood in front of Simon and I was like, am I going mad? Can you just feel my breasts? He looked at me as if to say, you've never asked me to do this before. And he knew that not all of his Christmases had not come at once, because I was not in that kind of mood. I was in agony. And he did say it does feel a bit different on that side, because sometimes do you think you're going slightly mad? Anyway, there's a hematoma. That's what's causing the pain. Possibly I'm not having a brilliant reaction to the clip, which is very, very, very rare. And to remove the clip is a big deal, and we don't want to go down that route. So I just have to hope that over the next kind of 6 weeks or so, it settles down and it heals. And that is, that's what we're hoping for. It's not ideal. The pain level is not good. I can feel it every time I breathe, every time I move. I basically feel sick with the pain. So I am going to see a doctor this morning to talk about managing that pain, and also how we can get me to sleep, because I'm sleeping so badly and it's my busiest time of year and I'm struggling, to be perfectly honest. So that's what we're hoping. And because it's so uncomfortable in my breast, I've been holding myself in a funny way. So my neck's really sore, my back's really sore, and I'm feeling a little bit crook, to be perfectly honest, which is not ideal. But anyway, that is a little update. So we just have to hope that it settles down and the hematoma disappears and my breast starts returning to normal, because at the moment I'm not a very happy bunny. And to remove the clip is a general anaesthetic and you know, weeks of recovery, so that's not a great option either. So we're just going to wish, pray and hope that it's all fine. Now I'm going to put my mascara on and I'm going to rush and have breakfast with my husband. We're going to do a few errands in London before, actually we're going to go straight from here to watch Gussie play rugby. He's in a rugby match, which is kind of, so I was like, it's not actually time to go home. Luckily I threw my coat but not my boots in the car. So we will watch his rugby match, and that is actually a really lovely treat day for me, because I've got the next 2 days of cooking, I've got a catering job on Saturday, and I'm back in London on Saturday too, so I'm literally dropping the food and driving up to London. But that's fun. It's actually, I'm gonna bring you with me, because we're going somewhere very, very, very special, and I'm bringing my darling daughter with me as well. I think that is the plan, and I can't wait. One other thing I do want to mention, these are the deep heat packs I've been using, and I'm about to pop this on now on my back, and it is like having a warm hug, and it definitely is helping. So I'm going to do that and then have breakfast with my husband and chat to you later. Back in Sussex after a really lovely time in London, although I was in pain. It was a great trip up. Si and I did a little bit of shopping. Yesterday we decided that there was no time to come home before Gus's rugby match, so we did a few Christmassy bits, and then went to watch Gus play rugby, which was really good, and he was very pleased to have both of us there. And when we got home, I just was in mummy mode, had a lovely supper, a hot bath, and a relatively early night, which was what was needed, to be perfectly honest. And I'm just out with all the girls. I have made a slight error. It's freezing, and I don't have a hat, and I don't have any gloves on. My hands are freezing. Debbie, my friend, has just been for, for trailer loading, trailer towing, Santana. So we've just taken her slightly further up the road on a nice straight line to a roundabout, turned round, came back again. So like triple the distance than we did on Monday. Monday wasn't great. She was really not overly keen about the whole thing and in a muck sweat. Today she went in first time. We closed up the ramps and off we went, and she didn't sweat as much as she did on Monday. So that's really positive, very encouraging. I should be taking her to school today for Coco's lesson, but we just felt that was way too much. It's like 45-50 minutes in the trailer there, a lesson and back. No. So we're just little, slowly and build it up. But Coco, bless her, completely understood. So actually, I've got an extra few hours today. I had a podcast recording this morning with a lovely Natalie, talking about massage, baby massage, and it was lovely to chat to her and record that. I've had my lovely friend Charlie in the kitchen with me helping, because I've got a catering job on Saturday, and I'm also going to London on Saturday, and he came and helped cook because I knew that I couldn't do it all. And I'm also trying, which you'll probably be pleased to hear, to pace myself and be kind to myself. And I thought, with my back, my shoulder, my boob, my neck, that chopping a whole load of stuff, onions, carrots, celery, all that jazz, was probably not going to be ideal. So Charlie came and did chopping this morning, and then also sweetly helped me wrap orders, because there's always a flurry of orders this time of year, which I am super grateful for. Christmas recipe planners, Christmas and New Year planners, and other things like that. So those are all wrapped, and I'm just walking the dogs while it's daylight, but blooming freezing. And then I'm going to go to the post office, do that, and then I didn't finish mucking out this morning. We had a slight disaster this morning. It wasn't a great way to start the day. So I did the dogs first thing in the dark, inadvertently trod on something not very pleasant, and then walked around the kitchen, luckily not on the carpet, but round and round. Yes, it took me an hour to clear up, and I finished with mopping the floor. Not ideal. He was very apologetic. I mean, actually, the floor needed a vacuum and it needed a mop, so it wasn't a complete waste of time, but it meant that I didn't have time to muck out Santana's stable. I did all the other yard duties, but I didn't have time to do that before going to the butcher's to pick up the meat for cooking and my podcast recording. So a little bit behind, but I shall do that when I get back from the post office. I'm very rambly. But I thought that if there's enough daylight, we'll see, I might put on the dress and actually show you what I wore on Tuesday night, because it's a new dress and it might even be in a sale. I need to check. I did get an email from them to say there's 50% off, which would be quite frustrating if it is in a sale at 50% off. But I thought I might show it to you because it's a really, really brilliant Christmas dress. And so I thought we could have a dress up, because I couldn't really show you properly in London. So anyway, that's my plan. So I'm going to focus on the dog walk, and then if there is time and daylight, we'll have a little fashion show too. A little update. I don't know if you remember, I shared with you a few weeks ago, months ago maybe even, that our neighbours put up this fence, which you can't really see, but it's quite a high deer fence. And I didn't know what they were going to do. And look, they've planted hundreds of trees. I mean, literally hundreds of trees. So, yes, we're going to have a wood there, which is going to be interesting. It's, yeah, so I have to give you a little update as we're wandering past. It's such a grey, kind of gloomy early afternoon. And bitterly cold. I think there's snow up north. And it's amazing how the temperature has kind of gone from, like, I don't know, 12, 15 degrees to 0 in a flash. It hasn't given us much time to get prepared. I'm actually wearing 2 coats. I've got this Holland Cooper long sleeve fleece, which is very cosy. I've actually been wearing that in the house because I can't put the heating on when it's just me. It's ridiculous. So I've been wearing that with my polo neck, and then I've got my other coat on top. Anyway, let's get home. And actually, I'm in the midst of making granola, so I think I might put the granola in the oven, run up and give you a fashion show, and then go to the post office. I think that's my plan of how I'm going to do it, because otherwise it is going to be dark and you're not going to see, like you couldn't see when I was up in London. So that's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to whiz back and do a little trial now. So I've just moved the camera back up because I couldn't show you full length with the shoes at that height and then talk to you. But if it's a black tie occasion, then you should wear long. And if it's a cocktail party, then you can wear a shorter length dress. But Tuesday's dinner was black tie, and so the correct way to dress is to wear a long evening dress. And obviously this is long sleeve as well, but at this time of year I think long sleeve is really lovely. And what I love about this dress is it's very comfy, it's very easy to wear, it doesn't have to be hung up, steamed and all the rest of it, and you can wear your regular bra, which is even better. I hate it when you have to wear a strapless bra or some sort of funny bra contraption because of your dress. This one is just my everyday bra, and I love the V. I like this sort of little knot detail here. I think it just makes it fall really elegantly, and it's just a flattering, easy to wear shape. I'm going to take my shoes off. So I just teamed it with this black LK Bennett bag, black patent. I've had this for years. Obviously I haven't done my hair and I haven't done my makeup, so I was looking a little bit more glamorous on Tuesday. Because I've gone for a black patent bag, I also went for black patent shoes because I think it's lovely to have the continuity with bag and shoes matching. And then my jewels that my darling husband chose. And when I saw that the invitation was black tie, I thought, do you know what, I'd actually really love to wear these. And I looked online for a green velvet dress and found this one, which I'm really pleased with. I will leave it linked down below. It's not in the sale, but I think it's really important when you're buying an evening dress, you buy something that is, you know, versatile, that you can use, you know, you can wear to different occasions, and you're not just buying it for one specific thing. And I know that this is going to be a really useful addition to my wardrobe. There's also lots of options about renting dresses, hiring dresses, so that is a really good alternative as well, you know, to think about doing rather than spending on, you know, one item for one occasion. It's a really good option to rent that. I think this By Rotation is one company that I've heard of. I haven't tried it, but I've heard of it. We don't have that many black tie occasions to wear. But anyway, this is my dress, and I thought I would just pop it on because I didn't give you the full look. In London, it was quite difficult. There wasn't a full length mirror. The room was a little bit dark, and we didn't have that much time because of my appointment. I actually only had 45 minutes to wash, blow dry my hair, put my makeup on and get ready to be out of the door. So it was a little bit rushed because I had my appointment, but that was the only one I could have, and it was important to get that, you know, checked out. And I didn't talk about it last week because I think I was hoping it was going to disappear as quickly as it came, but actually I'm not full of beans. I am tired, I am in pain, and actually I just didn't want to pretend to you guys I was fine and everything was rosy because it's happening, and I don't think it's going to just disappear really quickly. I think there's going to be a few more appointments potentially they may want to remove the metal clip at some point, so we'll just have to see what pans out. But thank you so much for watching the first edition to Vlogmas, and yes, we've got quite a few exciting things planned and a little trip abroad and goodness knows what going on, so stay tuned. And wishing you a very, very happy weekend. Thank you for tuning in. I do feel a little bit overdressed for mid-afternoon on a Thursday, so I'm going to pop my regular clothes back on and head off to the post office, but sending lots and lots of love, and I'll see you soon.